All right, I'm back. Hello, is this thing working?
Hear you loud and clear, Donald.
Okay, fantastic. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Barack. How are you, Mr. Biden? It's truly tremendous to be here with you guys, chatting about the World of Warcraft. We're focusing on priests tonight, folks. They're essentially the medics of WoW. But let's get this straight. They're not raking in the big bucks like our real-life doctors. They're all about the cloth armor, folks, wearing those shining celestial robes. The main job of priests? Healing, nothing more. If you decide to play as a priest, you're a healer. That's it, folks. You just heal, heal, heal.
Priests, they wear those fancy robes. I like a good robe. Keeps you cozy. There's something about a good robe that speaks to the soul. Comfort and class all in one.
You see, priests in WoW, they're not just any ordinary characters. They are, in essence, the spiritual leaders, men and women of the cloth, if you will. They draw their strength from the sacred texts and the holy light. But let me be clear. They're not just healers. They embody something far greater. They are a symbol of hope and unity. Now I recall, back in my adventuring days in the enchanting city of Darnassus, I crossed paths with a night elf priest by the name of Elunara. Her presence was like a beacon, a guiding light that could pierce through the thickest shadows in the most treacherous dungeons. It was in those moments that I truly understood the profound impact that a priest can have on a band of adventurers, and indeed on the world of Azeroth itself.
Well, I remember back in the day playing with priests in those battlegrounds. They'd be hanging back, healing everyone up, making sure we're all fighting fit. Kind of like when I was a little kid, and my mom would patch me up with a Band-Aid and a kiss on the cheek after a rough game of football. It warms the heart, to have someone looking out for you. That's the fabric of trust, folks.
Priests, well, they're okay, but they lack the wow factor. You get what I mean? They can't go toe-to-toe like a paladin. No swords, no shields. They're like paladins light. Priests are just skim milk paladins. They're B tier, if we're being generous.
Donald, it's not always about raw power. It's about strategy, teamwork. Priests easily have the best healing toolkit in the game, and they also have top-tier support utility. They can shield, heal, dispel. They can regenerate mana for the whole party. They can really help people. They can also melt faces. The symbol of Mind Flay is some dude's face melting off, and we can safely assume his brains are melting due to the intensity of the dark psychic energy beam. Mind Flay is like some kind of telepathic microwave radiation weapon being targeted directly at the face. Shadow priests are evil, but I like them. They're like the Sith from Star Wars. They chose their special powers instead of love. They can mind control people, forcing them to leap off of tall cliffs. They can explode people's minds using dark energy. Priests who have fully turned to the dark side can transform into a shadow, kind of like an evil Super Saiyan. They are buffed on Turtle WoW with new spells, and their health and mana regen provides great support for the whole party. The priest is a master class, reserved only for the greatest of RPG players. The priest in World of Warcraft is the best healer of any RPG ever made, if I do say. They are like mages, except they can also heal, and I personally find that to be pretty fucking cool. The priest is like the Swiss Army knife of WoW.
Swiss Army knives, I had one as a kid. Used it to open cans of beans during camping trips.
Swiss Army knives, like a pathetic rogue dagger. I prefer a big, long, and thick two-hander sword, like the Ashbringer or Kalimdor's Revenge. It's huge, it's powerful, and it gets the job done.
Oh, I tell you, this one time in Stranglethorn Vale, it was something else. We were just minding our own business, and out of nowhere, we got ambushed by a whole gaggle of gnomes. They were everywhere, like ants at a picnic. But let me tell you about our priest, a spry young troll fella named Helmiman. He didn't flinch, not one bit. He stood tall, and with a wave of his hand, he let out this psychic scream. It was like watching a maestro conduct an orchestra. Those gnomes scattered like leaves in the wind. He dotted them up good, and I tell you, he saved our hides. That guy, he was a real American hero, even if he was a troll.
Joe, that's a fantastic story, and it really captures the essence of what it means to be a priest in World of Warcraft. Psychic Scream, as you mentioned, it's like a precision airstrike, targeted, effective, and it can completely change the dynamics on the ground. Priests, they're not just healers, they're strategists, guardians, and sometimes the unsung heroes. They embody values that resonate with all of us: sacrifice, healing, and wisdom. It's about understanding the bigger picture and knowing when to make that critical play that can make all the difference. That's leadership. And that's what priests bring to the table.
Did you say priests embody wisdom? Excuse me, but that's my department. Paladin's already got the best, the greater blessing of wisdom. It's huge. Oh, you know, my paladin, let me tell you, he's got muscles on his muscles. Strength, stamina, and a hammer so big it has its own zip code. He's a tank, a big, beautiful, impenetrable tank. His defense is like a fortress. His stamina is off the charts. His strength, forget about it. He could block a meteor, and right now I have him logged out in Stormwind. He's in full world and raid buffs. His stats are so high, they're in the stratosphere. We're talking over 9,000 mana, no cap. I've got so many buffs on him I can't even play, or they might wear off. Not happening, not on my watch. Those buffs are staying put like a statue. Maximum stats, maximum power. But priests, they're okay, I guess. A little overrated if you ask me.
Donald, let's take a step back and think about the bigger picture. Imagine you're in the heat of battle in a high-stakes raid against a formidable boss. Your health is dwindling, your mana is on empty, and it looks like the end is near. Now, who do you think is going to be your lifeline? That's right, the priest. With a wave of their hand and a flash of holy light, your health bar shoots up, and you're back in the fight, swinging that big dick hammer of yours. That, my friend, is the magic of priests. They're the guardians, the caretakers, the ones who keep the flame burning when all seems lost. They might not have the biggest hammers, but they've got the biggest hearts. A flash of light and a warm smile.
Flash of light? Are you fucking kidding me, Obama? That's the name of my spell. Flash of light is my bread and butter. It's like the finest steak at Trump Tower. Paladins, let me tell you, we've got the manliest heels in the game. We stand tall, muscles bulging, and we cast flash of light like there's no tomorrow. It's like a light show at a rock concert, non-stop, all night long. We don't need those fancy Renew or AoE heals. My heals are like a sledgehammer. They hit hard. And with my crits being free, I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I just keep going and going. And magic, who needs magic when you're as holy as the Pope on Christmas? My paladin is like a holy warrior who's been hitting the gym 7 days a week. Blessings, auras, seals, he's got it all. He's a one-man wrecking crew.
Well, druids have it all too, and I can shapeshift into a bear, a cat, a seal, and even a tree. I tell you, if I could shapeshift like that in real life, I'd have solved world peace and mowed the White House lawn all before breakfast.
Okay, Joe, hold your horses. We're talking about priests today, not druids. Priests, they're like the annoying little cousins that nobody wants at the family barbecue. People say they're the best healers, but that's fake news. A paladin, now that's where the real healing power is. And let me tell you, the difference between a paladin and a priest is like the difference between a heavyweight champ and a noodle-armed bookworm. My paladin could bench press a mountain. A priest? They can't even do one single push-up. It's sad, really, not one push-up. They're wrapped in cloth like a baby in a blanket. It's pathetic compared to the glorious plate armor of a paladin.
Now, hold on a minute, Donald. Let's not get carried away. First of all, every class, whether it's a priest or a paladin, has to go through 10 weeks of basic training. That's a rite of passage in Azeroth, whether you're Horde or Alliance. And that's just to get to level 1. That's like all the off-screen action during the lore intro before it zooms in on your level 1 character in the starting zone. I assure you, a level 1 priest can do at least one push-up, or they never would have made it through basic training. They're not just letting anyone become a level 1 priest. They have to graduate from preschool first or whatever.
You know, Barack, you got a point there. But let me tell you, that war between the Horde and Alliance, it's been raging on since I was a virile young man. Recruitment ain't what it used to be. It's tough out there finding folks willing to take up the mantle. Not everybody wants to enlist to be a healer these days, and I got to be honest with you, I don't blame them.
You're absolutely right, Joe, but let's also consider the versatility of the priest class. On servers like Turtle WoW, priests have a little something up their sleeve. The Inner Fire spell, for instance, it doesn't just give armor, it boosts attack power. That makes the concept of a melee battle priest not just a fantasy, but a viable strategy. They can hold their own in the heat of battle. It's about adaptability and understanding the tools at your disposal. In the right hands, a priest can be a formidable ally.
Melee priest? Battle priest? Are you kidding me? Are you actually fucking kidding me, Obama? Forget the wand, forget the white range damage. Who needs wands, right? But a melee priest? Picture this. A disciplined priest swinging a mace, standing in the Winfrey group at Ragnaros. Have you lost your marbles, Obama? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Donald, take a deep breath. It's important to know the history. You see, in the early days of World of Warcraft, during the alpha version, inner fire actually did buff attack power, as well as armor. It was an interesting concept, but it was eventually removed. Perhaps the developers felt that the idea of a battle priest didn't quite fit the vision they had for the class.
Yeah, because it's a horrendous idea, a disaster. Battle priest, it's like putting a squirrel in a boxing ring. Everybody knows what priests are for. They're the medics, the healers. When you roll a priest, you sign up for one job and one job only, to make those green bars go up. It's not rocket science, it's healing 101. What is your purpose? You heal. Oh my God, I can't even.
Donald, variety is the spice of life. While healing is a core aspect of the priest class, exploring different play styles and strategies is what makes the game rich and engaging. It's about creativity and innovation.
Creativity, innovation, not on my watch, not with my heels. A priest's place is in the back with the green bars, period.
Well, folks, I got to ask, can a priest chip in with a little wand-waving DPS if things are going smooth as butter? Lend a helping hand?
No, Joe, no way. Absolutely not. When I'm the tank, when Sir Trumpalot is leading the charge, I need my priests laser-focused. They've got one job, and it's a big one. They keep their eyes glued to my health bar, and they make it go up. It's like watching the stock market when I'm in charge, always rising. They don't get to be daydreaming or getting distracted by trying to do damage. That's not why they're there. They're there for me. And if someone else bites the dust, well, that's what resurrection spells are for. Because let me tell you, a paladin like me, we don't go down. We're like the superheroes of Azeroth, indestructible. My paladin hasn't even seen the spirit healer, not once.
But Donald, think about the bigger picture. If a priest has the capacity to contribute, to make the team more efficient, isn't that a good thing? It's about optimizing, working together to achieve a common goal, min-maxing, if you will. Speed is of the essence in dungeon runs, and every bit of DPS can make a difference. It's about being adaptable and making the most of the resources at your disposal.
Adaptable? I'll tell you what's adaptable. A paladin with full health because the priest did their job. That's the only resource I need.
Well, different strokes for different folks, I suppose. But remember, a well-rounded team that can adapt and support each other can often achieve more than the sum of its parts.
No way, Obama. No way in hell. Believe me, I'm min-max like a Wall Street broker on a caffeine binge. But there's no way I'm letting the healer priest play pew-pew with a magic wand. I've got my eyes on the Shagu DPS charts to make sure the healer's damage is at precisely 0%. Listen up. My plus heal is through the roof. It's like triple what most other healers have. But since he can't tank, I graciously allow him to heal me. If I could, I'd be a one-man army tanking and healing myself like a boss. But here's the deal. If I've assigned a priest to healing duty and I see even a hint of a magic wand beam, that priest gets a warning. If I see it again, he's out, gone, uninvited. If he whines about it, maybe I'll let him back in before his 60-second auto hearth goes off. But now he knows who's boss. Me, Donald J. Trump, the tank, the party leader, the kingpin, my party, my rules. I'm the boss, and he's going to do what I say, or he's fired. I've got a Rolodex of healers, believe me. My friends list is like the yellow pages of Azeroth. Healers on Facebook, tanks on Twitter, they're all just a DM away. One call, that's all it takes. I've got healers on WhatsApp, tanks on Instagram. They follow me. They like my posts. Have you seen them? They're tremendous. You think I'm sitting in trade chat like a chump begging for a healer or tank? Not a chance. I snap my fingers, and I've got a full raid ready to go.
Damn it, Trump. We're talking about teamwork, cooperation, and you're turning it into the Apprentice Azeroth edition. It's a game, Donald. It's about having fun, helping each other, and enjoying the adventure. Not everything is a power play.
Obama, in the world of Azeroth, I am the power play.
Oh, speaking of power plays, did you fellas know that priests have mind control? They can make an enemy fight on your side. It's like diplomatic negotiations on the battlefield. It reminds me of the time I brokered a deal with the Senate back in '87. We didn't have mind control, but we had coffee and donuts, lots of donuts.
Diplomatic negotiations? Joe, that's cute, but I'm more of a take no prisoners kind of guy. I charge in, hammer swinging, and I take what's mine. Priests, they're like the pencil pushers of Azeroth, except for dwarf priests, of course. Dwarves are winners, stout, sturdy, and they've got those magnificent beards. A dwarf priest is like a mini-me with healing powers and a longer beard.
But Donald, there's beauty in diversity. Priests can be holy, discipline, or shadow. They can heal, protect, or deal damage. They represent the duality, or the spectrum of light and darkness, much like the diverse tapestry that makes up America.
Duality, spectrum. Obama, I stand for one thing and one thing only, winning. My paladin, Sir Trump-a-Lot, is the epitome of greatness. He's like America strong, built like a fortress, proud. And let me tell you, he's as free as a bald eagle with a lifetime pass to Mount Rushmore. He's free as fuck.
But Donald, let me tell you something, buddy. America, this great land of ours, it's like a tapestry woven from countless threads. We're free because we're a symphony of voices, all singing together. We embrace our differences. We build bridges, not walls. We look out for one another. It's like when a priest in WoW uses dispel magic to break those chains of crowd control on teammates. It's like that priest is whispering in Uncle Sam's voice, "No, sirree, not on my watch. Today we stand united, shoulder to shoulder." That's the spirit of America, my friend.
Paladins can cleanse too, like even better than priests, except for magical debuffs. But I guess whatever, I can use Divine Shield for that. So I'm fine, I'll be okay, and I don't care about magical debuffs. Okay, fine. Well, I guess priests have their place. Priests are like my annoying cousin who won't shut the fuck up about tarot cards. But let me tell you a story. Back in Arathi Basin last year, I was in a battleground, and there was these two priests. There was these priests there, you know, they were mind-controlling people off cliffs. One of them would use the engineering cap also, which is stronger. It was hilarious, but when they tried it on my paladin, they got a taste of my hammer of justice. Nobody mind controls Donald Trump. Nobody fuck off, priests. And that's just one story. I've got hundreds of more stories like that. Priests can't touch me. Priests are like the little bitch version of paladins, and I'm being super nice, honestly.
Donald, your experience in Arathi Basin, that's exactly the point. World of Warcraft is about those moments, the friends we meet, the stories we create, and the laughter we share. Priests have their moments, paladins have theirs. It's about the community, the friendships, and the alliances we forge. It's about being part of something bigger than ourselves, just like in America.
I'll drink to that, Barack. I remember this priest, an old buddy of mine named Father Frank. We used to run Skullomance together. He'd always bring extra potions and buff food for the group. He was like the team's grandpa, always looking out for us. He'd say, "Stay safe, kiddo," and give you a pat on the back.
Grandpa? Joe, my paladin is like a superhero, a legend, a one-man army. He doesn't need a grandpa. He doesn't need potions. He's got lay on hands. He's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of Azeroth. My paladin walks in and the mobs ask for his autograph before he fucks them all up.
Donald, think about the bigger picture. Priests are like the unsung heroes, the glue that holds a group together. They're the calm in the storm, the light in the darkness. They're the ones who say, "We got this," and make sure everyone gets through.
Well, my paladin says, "I got this," and he does. I run in like a wrecking ball, seal of righteousness blazing, consecration lighting up the floor, holy shock crits left and right. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Mobs are dropping like they're at a discount sale. And renew, please. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a scratch. My paladin's heals are like a defibrillator to the chest, instant and powerful. If a renew lands on me, I click it off. I don't need that taking up real estate on my buff bar. It's like bringing a scooter to a monster truck rally.
But Donald, a priest mind control seems like so much fun. Imagine using it to make an enemy jump off a cliff or jump into the ocean. It's like saying, "See you later, alligator." Ha! After a while, crocodile. Yeah, it's priceless.
Biden, I've never been mind controlled off a cliff, not even once. Priests still try to mind control me off the lumber camp cliff in Arathi Basin. They always lose because I always have my PvP trinket and divine shield ready. Also, I keep the priest so stun-locked and busy, he doesn't have time to cast mind control. Mind control is a stupid gimmick spell that only works on noobs. Nobody controls me except God himself, let me tell you. And even then, I still make it hard for him. Believe me.
But, Donald, sometimes it's not about being impervious. It's about finesse, strategy. Like when a priest uses power word, shield to buy time for a greater heal. It's like a perfectly executed play in basketball where timing is everything.
Basketball? My paladin is in the big leagues. He doesn't have time for pickup games. He's busy conquering dungeons and amassing glory.
Donald, World of Warcraft is a game, and it's not just about conquering. It's about the journey, the stories, the camaraderie. It's about those moments that make you feel alive.
And the laughs, Barack, like when a priest turns into a giant angel after they die. It's like they're an angel that's saying, even though I'm gone, I'm really still here with you. And everything's going to be all right. Makes me cry, man.
Angels, huh? My holy retribution paladin is like an avenging angel, smiting enemies with the wrath of the light. He's an avenger, Ret Gang.
And that's wonderful, Donald. But let's not forget the humble priest who heals the wounds, mends the broken, and guides us through the night.
Like a shepherd watching over his flock.
I'm tired of this. Let's move on. Let's talk about the class and species synergy. First up is, all right, we got the dwarves, the dwarf priest, ladies and gentlemen, the kings and queens of the priest class. They've got fear ward. They've got stone form. It's like they're made of steel. Combine that with a priest's healing abilities, and you've got a powerhouse.
That's true, Donald. Stone form is a powerful racial ability, but let's not forget about desperate prayer. It's a big instant heal that can be a lifesaver in tight situations.
Instant heal? That reminds me of my grandma's chicken soup. Cures everything, I tell you.
Joe, this is even better than your grandma's chicken soup. This is divine intervention.
Fuck you, Donald. You take that back. Nothing's better than my grandma's chicken soup. Why, I would pay all the money in the world to taste her soup just one more time, you son of a bitch.
Whatever. Let's talk about shadow priests. Did we talk about them yet?
Well, Trump, as I mentioned before, the shadow
Undead
priest
shadow
is a
priests are a
formidable...
force to be reckoned with. All those shadowy powers, they're like dark sorcerers. Nobody really even knows about undead priests. They're pretty strong, though. I don't play Horde, so I don't know. C tier? D tier?
I think C tier for undead. And troll priests have berserking, which increases casting speed. It's quite effective for burst healing or damage. Troll priests are probably like B tier for their great racial abilities and burst healing capabilities.
Burst healing? Is that like when my granddaughter puts a Band-Aid on her boo-boo real fast?
Oh, wait, I almost forgot about the epic gear. Let's talk about the epic gear. Dwarves in Tier 2, the vestments of transcendence. They look like holy avatars. It's magnificent.
Indeed, Donald. And human priests in full Tier 3 armor look regal and authoritative. It's about the aesthetics, too.
Aesthetics? I once had a neighbor who won a yard decorating contest. Is it like that?
No, Joe, aesthetics is about looking like a champion, like a conqueror. But all right, priests can be the goofy sidekicks. Wait, no, druids are the goofy sidekicks, and priests are just lame.
What the hell, Trump? I'm not a goofy sidekick. I'm the fucking president of the United States of America. You better watch yourself, prick. I know people that know people.
Oh, yeah, Biden? Well, I know people that know people that know people that know even more people than you'll ever know.
Oh, yeah, Trump. Well, I know people that got people that know people that have people that know people that can call people right now that can come kick your ass. And guess what, bitch? I won't even get in trouble. Not one bit. Because I'm the goddamn fucking president of the fucking United fucking States of America. I'm the captain in chief. Do I make myself clear, citizen?
Sir Biden, with all due respect to my commander-in-chief, I'll be taking back the championship title belt next season. So you better watch your ass, Biden. Your days are numbered.
What did you say?
I said you better hold on to your butt, Sleepy Joe, because I know a guy that can call a guy, that knows a couple of guys, that work for a guy, that's brothers with a guy. That's going to help me win back that championship title belt next presidential season. And they're not afraid to fight a little dirty, if you know what I'm saying. You have no idea what's coming, Biden. My meme team is living in the year 3023. Your team is lucky if they can tie their own shoes, Sleepy Joe.
What? I can't hear anything. Is my microphone on? Hello? 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 Hello, guys? Hello?
Okay,
Can you hear me?
God damn it, we should really get to this tier list. Let's finish all of the Alliance priests before moving on to the Horde.
Are you guys talking? Hello? Hello? Gosh darn it, fiddlesticks, son of a nutcracker. I think I pressed the wrong button. Where's that darn manual?
But hold on. We didn't even scratch the surface of the priest changes on Turtle Wow. They got some serious upgrades, like top-notch stuff.
No, that's not it.
You're right, Donald.
Pop, is that
we
you?
should
No,
give
wait, that's
credit
just a
where
picture on the
credit is
screen.
due.
I used to have a dog named Daisy.
Let
She
me
was
pull
a
up the
good
patch
dog.
notes. Oh, here we
Where's
go,
my
Joe. Are you with
glasses?
us?
Oh, they're on
I'll
my
send you
head.
the
How do
link.
you work this thing?
Can you read through this with
I need
me?
a young whippersnapper to show me. Back in my day, we didn't have all these gadgets. We had 2 cans and a string, and we liked it. I once met a man who could juggle while riding
All
a
right, I'll take the
unicycle.
lead.
What
So
was his name?
First up, Lightwell is now available for all priests starting at level 40. That's
Bullshit,
a game changer.
Obama. Lightwell still sucks, but okay, I guess it doesn't suck so hard now. It's useful in that one fight in Blackwing Lair with the stacking fire flames or whatever. The boss who drops only one head.
No idea what Lightwell is, guys. Can you hear me now, guys?
I can hear you fine, Joe. So, Lightwell used to be the worst spell ever, but now it's slightly better. Also, Divine Spirit is available for all priests at level 30, which is nice. Fear Ward counts as a discipline spell, so Shadow Priests can cast it in shadow form. Fear Ward is amazing and makes Dwarf Priests instant S tier.
Oh, I remember Fear Ward. That's the one that makes you brave, like when you see a spider and you don't scream.
Yeah, well, nobody really cares about Dwarf Priests anymore. We just run the Horde meta in my guild. That's what everyone does on Turtle, right? It's cross-faction. You get a big Dick Zerg Raging Warrior tank with a Shaman Tremor Totem. Fearless energy. That's my style.
Yeah, but what about Nefarian or Onyxia or other bosses that use fear like all the time? It's so nice having a Dwarf Priest around.
Dwarf Priests only exist to help rogues parse now. Rogues can't tank, so I don't know what they're talking about with rogue tanking. I don't even listen to what the rogues say. Rogues can barely write English anyway.
But what about in PvP?
Oh yeah, Dwarf Priest, Fear Ward. Fear Ward is huge. Huge PvP. Fear Ward is huge.
Okay, dwarves are going in S tier. Biden, you're still on this page, right? Can you please read the first two changes to Shadow?
The what now?
Here is the link again, Biden. Click the link. Okay. Now scroll down to the talent changes section. It says Shadow.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think it says improved vampiric touch. The vampiric touch. Talent has been renamed as vampiric embrace. Increases the percentage healed by.
For fuck's sake, Obama, why are you letting Biden read the class changes? I swear Biden's reading glasses are so thick they could double as the windshield on a space shuttle.
Well, I just thought it would be good for Joe to participate more. We almost lost him for a second back there. But hey, I've seen worse for my good old pal, Sleepy Joe.
What, am I muted again? Hello, Barack? Oh, not again. Where did everybody go? Hello? Dagnabbit, this confounded machine. I remember when telegrams were the big thing. I used to collect stamps.
God damn it, Obama, you know I don't care about all these little details. All folks have to know is that Priest is better now, period. It's better on Turtle. Turtle is all I fucking care about, Obama. Turtle is an upgraded version of Vanilla WoW. Priest is better here, period. Do the details matter? Who fucking cares?
I need to call my grandkids.
Oh, yeah, who cares? Well, I care, Trump. I care about details that... I fucking care a lot about the priest class changes. I am going to read the goddamn class changes.
I met a lady once.
Wait a minute. I thought we were here to make a tier list, Obama. What happened to that?
I can't remember.
Hold your horses, Donald. Let me drop some knowledge on you.
Cup of Joe.
Priests get this new spell called Holy Champion.
Where's my pen?
It's like they're saying, you're the chosen one.
No, that's the calculator.
They can pick another player as their Holy Champion, and it's like they're supercharging them with all sorts of goodies. We're talking increased armor, resistances, healing received, spell damage, attack power, and more. It's like giving them a suit of armor made of pure light.
So what? They're playing favorites now? That's not how you lead, Obama. You got to be fair and square.
But wait, there's more. There's this spell called Champion's Resolve, and it's like Fear Ward on steroids. It's like telling fear to take a hike.
Let me tell you something. If you just roll a Dwarf Priest from the get-go, you don't have to jump through hoops for that special Fear Ward. Plus, dwarves have that rugged charm, you know? But this champion buff thing, I don't know, sounds like a lot of responsibility. And who needs that?
Donald, sometimes being a leader means making tough choices, like choosing your holy champion.
Well, if I had to choose a holy champion, it'd be me, no doubt about it. Paladins are the holy champions, obviously.
We'll save the paladins for another day, Donald. Today, it's all about the priests. The healers, the guardians, the light in the dark.
Fine, but let's get back to that tier list. I've got a raid in an hour, and I need to polish my armor. Nobody cares about priests or the champion priest buff.
Bullshit, Trump. Like I said before, I care. I fucking care about the champion priest buff. Do you know why? I like it because it's useful. It's helpful. It's cool, and it makes the priest the best healer, as it should be. Better than paladins? Fuck you, Trump.
Paladin heals have much more oomph, you know what I mean? Paladins have strong, direct, manly heals. Priest heals are kind of meh.
Priests have literally the best heals in the game, Trump. You're like a spoiled kid, Donald. I swear, you always need to be the best. Priests are obviously better healers than paladins. This is a measurable fact of life.
Fuck off, Obama. Okay, listen, okay, let the priests heal. I don't give a fuck. Do you know why? Because paladins can tank. Priests can't tank at all, not ever. I'll tank anytime, anywhere. I don't give a fuck. I'll tank for the priest. Let me be the tank. Sign me up first because I'm the champion. I get the champion buff. That's right, me. More buffs for my paladin. I've got more buffs than I know what to do with, Obama. Believe me, even my buffs have buffs.
That's funny because that's kind of what this champion thing is. It's like buffs having their own buffs. By the way, I've seen a Shadow Priest tank on Ixia before, so fuck you. You don't know shit about priest tanks.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I like it. Buffs on buffs. Buffs on my buffs. I want my buffs to have buffs too. That sounds like a great time. Invite a couple of hot chicks over and grab a couple stacks of buffs. Damn good times, my friends. Shadow Priest tanking on Ixia? Sounds like a good time to me, boys.
Holy shit. Guys, what about the human priest? It also gets desperate prayer, just like the dwarves. And it has that 5% spirit buff. Human priest is A tier. It has to be.
Sure, A-tier human priest. It's got everything a priest wants. Their feedback spell isn't that good, but whatever. Desperate prayer is fantastic, just fantastic. We save S-tier or super tier for the dwarf, since Fear Ward is in a league of its own. Fear Ward rules.
You know, fellas, I gotta say, I have a real soft spot for World of Warcraft. When I'm in WoW, it's like I'm on a grand adventure. I'm not just Joe Biden. I'm Joe the Explorer. I love how the sky changes. The sunsets in Azeroth or something else. And the sound of the wind rustling through the trees is like poetry. It makes me think about the beauty of America, the land of the free.
Joe, that's poetic and all, but we've got a mission here. The priest tier list. Let's stay focused. Okay, now, let's talk Night Elf priests. They've got star shards, which, let's be honest, kind of sucks. The Alloon's grace evasion ability, maybe that's okay?
Night Elf priest, are you kidding me, Obama? They might as well be dancing in the moonlight for all the good they do. Evasion? What are they, rogues now? They should be healing, not playing hide and seek. I say F tier, F4, forget about it.
Now, hold on there, Donald. Night Elves have a rich culture, and they're part of what makes Azeroth so diverse. I don't have a Night Elf priest, but I've got a High Elf priest. She's a real gem. She can lay hands on me anytime.
The High Elves are certainly better than those subpar Night Elf priests. The Mana Meditation spell is actually really good for priest. A lot of priests take enchanting and tailoring, so their plus 15 skill bonus to enchanting racial is excellent. The level 10 High Elf priest spell is basically berserking without the health component, and it's castable on other players, though with a long cooldown. The level 20 spell has several ranks, but each one is a self-buff that reduces the mana cost of the next 5 Smite, Holy Fire, and Holy Nova spells you cast within 20 seconds. I think we can make a case for High Elf Priest at A tier, a top choice.
Well, moving on to the Horde priests, we have the trolls. Troll priests, they can heal super fast sometimes. Whoop-dee-doo, C tier.
But isn't fast healing good? I don't know, Trump. I think you're being a little biased against the Horde. Troll priests should probably go in the B tier. They've got that voodoo magic.
The Horde rely on their shaman and druid to heal Biden. Horde priests are just an afterthought. Anyone who wants to play priest makes an alliance priest. We have all the best racial abilities for a priest.
Bullshit, Donald. You're selling the Horde short. Trolls have a rich heritage, and their healing abilities are like a smooth jazz tune. They've got rhythm. Shadowguard is pretty good. I agree with Joe. I say B tier for the troll priests. They've got the mojo.
Okay, well, what about undead priests? Are they any good?
Undead priests are spooky. I'll tell you that much. They give me the heebie-jeebies. But what about those female undead priests? They're like those spooky, sexy nurses from Silent Hill, from the hospital. Whenever I see a female undead priest, I really feel a little rigor mortis in my medulla oblongata, if you know what I mean.
Joe, they're skeleton zombies. Reel it in, buddy, for fuck's sake.
What on earth are you rambling about, Joe? Undead priests are like the Halloween decorations of WoW. They're spooky, but not that impressive. C tier, and that's being generous.
C tier? Well, if you insist, but let's not forget the spirit they bring to the game. Priests are very spiritual.
Spirit? My paladin doesn't need spirit. Useless stat for paladins.
Devouring Plague is good, and so is Will of the Forsaken, but I don't know, maybe C tier works.
Anyway, I've got a raid to lead in Zul'Gurub. I'm out of here. Keep it classy, gentlemen.
Later, Trump. Okay, and that wraps up our discussion on priests. Next time, we'll be diving into the hunter and druid classes. And trust me, there's a lot to unpack. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Shoki-san's channel for more. Stay cool, everyone.
It's been an absolute hoot and a half. Take care and sweet dreams, America. Keep shining.